Hey guys, Robert Strong Thumb here, gonna be bringing you another Christian vlog. I realized something. It was a while ago, but it took me the longer I've waited to make this video, it's actually been quite awesome. I've done this video a few times now, it's just the phone's screwing up sometimes. I'm still on that same trail. This time though, I'm not at a bench, I'm just sitting on the hard ground. And I'm underneath a bridge, and it's a pretty important bridge to me. Right there, this creek. So now, I went to a deli, and they had signs everywhere, and a lot of them were really crude, some of them were funny, some of them actually had words of the wise that I could take. One in particular, I just happened to remember. It said, you can please some of the people some of the time. You can please some of the people all of the time. You can please all of the people some of the time. But you can't please all of the people all of the time. And this is pretty important, actually, because, one of the goals of being a Christian is to exhibit the fruits of the Spirit. Now, I don't recognize exactly what proverb that they come from, or if they even come from a proverb, but I have them written down. If you can read it, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And now, if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I don't feel like I get an A or even a B in the Jesus Christ class. You know what I mean? You're your harshest critic and all, but seriously, I can see some huge flaws. But even when I'm exhibiting those to the best of my ability, I can't please all of the people all the time. Jesus couldn't do it. There was this hilarious thing in a book, and the teacher goes, "Alright class, does anybody have anything that God can't do?" And one young girl in the back goes, "Hey, God can't please everyone." And that's totally true. One of the fruits of the Spirit is not please everyone and every person you meet. That's not possible. You can please some people with the fruits of the Spirit, and even if you don't, you are living for what's right. And when you're living for what's right, that's what really matters, when God can see what your objective is, and if you're fulfilling that objective to the best of your ability, producing the fruit of the Spirit, bearing the fruit of the Spirit. Again, that's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I don't have this memorized yet, but I really should. And I feel like I don't exhibit those all the time. Love. I'm not always showing love to everything and everyone. Seriously, sometimes I walk into my house and my dog's barking and I bark back. That's not love. Right? Sometimes it's hard love, but yeah. And then sometimes someone's treating me bad, so I'm just fine. But that's not love. It's a whole lot more difficult than that. Just letting go. There's peace. Being at peace. I mean, you can probably already tell from the videos I make that I'm rarely at peace. Now, I will say something. Compared to my peers, I think I do a pretty good job of remaining at a calm-ish level where I can talk. Not quietly, but I can remain calm. Like in all those psychology movies where they make fun of people who go, "Ah!" I think I can do pretty well there. But being completely at peace? No way. No way, Jose. Patience? Heck no. I get a C- or less in this category. Because I'm always rushing things. I don't wait. I don't listen a lot of the time. Like in my AP classes right now, one of the hardest things is that the teacher is saying something and I'm kind of just not actually sticking my tongue out. Oh, I thought I had a visitor. I'm not actually sticking my tongue out, but just, it's difficult to keep up for me sometimes because I just don't listen all the time. I'm gonna be honest. You can probably even tell all of the videos I have where I have someone on the other end. I constantly interrupt people, and it's not okay. I need to get better at bearing that fruit of the Spirit. Kindness. I don't fully understand kindness. I know love, kindness, they're connected. I think they're connected at least. Because showing kindness to people is showing your love for that person, or thing even, like an animal, let's say. Or even, say something that really means something to you. Like, a lot of people treat their phones with complete love. I've got a few scratches on this thing, the paint's really wearing out, but no, I don't. But being kind to everyone and everything is not easy at all. I don't accomplish that task. Goodness. This one, I feel like that's a summary of most of the things of the fruit of the Spirit. I really do. I I don't really understand what goodness is other than kindness and a summary of the fruit of the Spirit. So I'm afraid I can't be fully witness there. Faithfulness. Being faithful to something. Now, we all know that we can't be faithful to everyone, but know this, God always has faith in you. Have faith in God and have faith in Christ-like things like that. If someone has a just cause, have faith in it, right? Follow it to the dollar. Now, we don't always obey God, and that's okay, there's something really wrong with the lights. And we don't always obey God, and that's totally okay. We just want to do that more. I don't always obey God, and I need to work on that. Gentleness. Gentleness, I feel like that's a lot like kindness. So again, if this has a unique meaning except from kindness, then I don't get it. Although, actually, now to come to think of it, gentleness, treating things gently, that would be having patience for things, right? Because it doesn't mean gentle like just petting things. Ooh. No. Gentleness in a lot of things. My tone of voice. A lot of the time I'll get really like amped up over nothing. And sometimes even towards like my friends. And it's like, I just gotta have gentleness, patience. I feel like if these have unique meanings, it's frustrating to me because I don't fully understand the fruits of the Spirit. But oh well. And self-control, and I feel like this is the part where I fail. Self-control, you can tell on my videos that I just lose it. I absolutely lose it. Like, I'll yell down mic, I'll just absolutely destroy some things. Sometimes I can pull through. Sometimes. But I feel like self-control is definitely the area where I need the most work, at least in my view. And see, a lot of those things, I'm not fully exhibiting at all. Of course, I have to try to. Oh, there's things in my Bible now. I can definitely try my hardest to accomplish those things, but in the end, I'm not meeting the demands. But that's alright. I please some people some of the time. Good, right? Yeah. I please some of the people all of the time. Yeah. I please all of the people some of the time, very rarely, but sometimes I can. I can't please all of the people all the time, though. It just won't work, I'm afraid. But that's alright. Again, Jesus didn't. Like, by abiding in Christ, your goal is not to please everyone. Your goal is to live out God's purpose for your life, whatever that might be. Alright? God also says that for those who search for Him, you will find Him. He's there. I mean, like, one friend of mine, I was just like, I'm having trouble because I cannot hear God. I can only talk to Him. It feels like it's a one-way phone. But then she goes, dude, He's there. Why are you searching? He's there. You can't really find Him. Well, actually, I should reword that. But yeah, she was talking along the lines of, what are you worrying about? Of course He's there. I mean, just take time, analyze the things that are going on between you, the people you're around, the animals you're around, nature. Just, like if we look out here, God, okay, this is California, and right now you can see a lot of brown everywhere. If I had a video of the hills over there, it would be like golden brown, the Golden State. But there's still green. And there's still water flowing. Clear water. I can see the rocks at the bottom. Granted, there's a Starbucks cup there that I'm going to have to pick up on the way out. But you can see God in some things. This bridge, the hole I made, I don't know if you can see the hole, but the significance of this bridge to me is that early on, when I was like 2, about 14 years ago, my dad made a swing for my friends and I, and him and his friends and stuff like that. It was really awesome. It was like the best homemade swing ever, at least in my opinion. And it didn't please everyone. There was always a friend of mine who was like, and never even tried it. But you can't please everyone, alright? Although one of my friends, he totally has a reason not to trust it. He fell off the thing, and he burned his hands so bad. It was terrible. That was like the worst day ever. And his friend, wouldn't you know it, wasn't going to test the waters because of that incident, so to speak. But yeah, you can, and then analyzing the things people do, the way they're loving, joyful, peaceful, patient, kind, good, faithful, gentle, or have self-control, or all of those. If you can find someone like around you that exhibits most of those things most of the time, it's really highly likely that they're a Christian and bring the fruit of the Spirit. And if they're not a Christian, they can still bear the fruit of the Spirit. Of course, being a Christian totally helps, and that's setting a purpose for your life and everything. But just knowing that God is within them, even though they don't realize it, it's just crazy to me. Before I was a Christian, God was still in me. He was still telling me things, even though I wouldn't listen at all. He was still guiding me, even though I wasn't listening at all. But He's still in those. You know what I mean? Bearing the fruit of the Spirit. It's just amazing to me. And the more fruit you bear, the better. I think that's going to be all for today, guys. So make sure to like this video, and like all videos you watch on YouTube. Challenge I have for you of the strong thumb. And share this video with your friends if you think they'll like it as well, especially these Christian vlog videos. Subscribe for more content like this, and leave a comment down below for conversation, because that's cool, especially on these Christian vlog videos, because I would love to chat with you about something maybe I didn't cover, or maybe something you thought was helpful, something you can help me with. Again, I don't fully understand the fruit of the Spirit at all. I'm still having trouble recognizing that in every way that I act, and I feel like that could really help me help you, the comment section and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for watching. That'll be all today. See you guys.